Hello and welcome to Trading 5 Talents. In this video, I want to go over my week 3 results of my live trading with the trading bot that I created in Option Alpha. So I started at the beginning of April, so this is the third week that I've been using this bot, trading the iron flies every day on SPY. So here's my dashboard for this bot on Option Alpha, and you can see the total P&L is 910. My closed P&L is up to $837. I gave this bot $2,000 to trade with, and you can see some stats down here. 10 positions have been closed, 9 wins and 1 loss, with the average win and average losses shown down here. Now, overall, I've been very excited for this bot. It's been on a terrific win streak. So that's exciting, but it's also a little bit, I guess, concerning for me at least, because I know that 100%, well, an almost 100% win rate is not sustainable in the long run. One of the first things that I wanted to go over today was the fees that are actually associated with trading live on Tradier. So if you take a look at this image, this is taken from the trade statements or the trade documents that are available on Tradier for all of your trades. So you'll notice some things here that aren't perfectly clear when you start live trading with Tradier and Option Alpha, and they're not shown on the Option Alpha dashboard. And that is, what are the fees that are associated with live trading? If you look at these columns right here, you can see these transaction fees, these additional fees, 3 cents and 5 cents, 3 cents and 5 cents, 5 cents and 5 cents, 5 cents and 5 cents. Now you've got 4 lines in this document, and this represents one iron butterfly or one iron fly, because there's 4 legs, 2 calls, 2 puts. And you can also see over here the B and S, the buy and sell. So you buy 2, so buy a call, buy a put, sell a call, sell a put. So this contributes to the full iron fly position, and these are the amounts that were traded. And then you can see the commissions are 0. So yes, Tradier is a 0 commission trading platform with your qualified account, but that doesn't mean there aren't other fees that are involved with it. And so that's what I wanted to point out right here. They are small, granted, they're very small, which is really good, but I just want you to be aware that they actually do occur. So for buy positions, so you can see the total fee per leg is 8 cents. For sell positions, which are these bottom 2, the total fees are 10 cents per leg. Now this is only one direction. So if you were to, buy and then sell, it's going to be 8 cents plus the 10 cents. So obviously that's 18 cents. Now for a total iron fly entry, a round trip entry and iron fly, the total fees are going to be 72 cents per iron fly. Again, very small, but it's something to be aware of if you're wondering why your Tradier statements don't match what you're seeing in Option Alpha. You can also see this in Tradier if you go under your activity on your dashboard, and you can see, the direction of the trade, if they were calls or puts. So here's the price. For example, we're selling this call right here for $2.80. So we should receive $280. But we're not. There's a 10-cent deficit right there. And that's because of that fee that I showed you. You're losing 10 cents right here. Any sell, you're going to be losing 10 cents. But here's one. Here's a buy. So you would expect to buy this for $16. It's a 16-cent call option. So you'd buy it for $16. However, you're paying $16.08 for it. Your account's being debited $16.08. That means there is that 8-cent fee that is being added that is not showing up here on this dashboard, nor does it show up on Option Alpha. So that's what I want to say about the fees, and then you just want to make sure you calculate that when you're recording your trades. Okay, another question that I wanted to address is, what about the fills going from a paper trade to a live trade? So let's say you're paper trading a bot, any bot, doesn't have to be this one, but any bot, and in Option Alpha, you're getting really good fills. But how does that translate over to live trading? Well, I can only speak for what I have been doing, and that's using SPY, which is a very liquid ETF, and trading iron flies, which is a 4-legged option spread. So I have been getting very good fills, and I imagine other people trading similar strategies on SPY are also getting pretty good fills, if they're using Option Alpha with Tradier. So right here, what you're seeing is a screenshot of an iron fly that was in my paper account, and you can see that I was filled at, let's see, the open position. I was filled at $5.28. So you can see with my live account filled at $5.29, but my paper account was filled at $5.28. So I got a better fill on my live account than I did on my paper account. So looking at the exits, my paper account Monday 259 411, my live account Monday 259 411. So the same fill on the exit, but I got a better fill on the entry. And so you can see my profit up here. For my paper account, $117 in profit. And then for my live account, it was $118 because I got a better entry fill. So what I have experienced so far using Option Alpha with Tradier, using SPY, Iron Fly strategies, is that I'm getting very good fills and they're being reflected almost identically in my paper bots. Next, I want to show you where I'm going to be posting these weekly results. So it will be in a video, but also if you go to the community tab of my YouTube channel, I'm going to be posting them down here in addition to making a video about it. So it's just a brief summary just to help me keep track of how I'm doing by week. I'm keeping track of how I'm doing by trade and by month, but by week, I'm just going to use YouTube because it has this feature here. So my first week, $42. This green dot right here, this green circle just means there was one trade and it was a win. Week 2, $337. There was 4 trades. 3 of them were winners. 1 was a loser. And this is week 3. I made $458. And there were 5 trades and they were all winners. So you can see I've been doing pretty good overall in terms of the amount of winners. And then also the profit is increasing. Hopefully that keeps up, but I don't expect to have this many winners all the time. But for now, I'll definitely take it. So this is, again, on my YouTube page, and then just go to the community and then you'll be able to see that. So these trades are the topic of this video. Okay, so let me show you what these trades are. So this would have been for the week, the 17th to the 21st. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades right here. So 118, 58, 72, 142, 68. So these ones that are bigger right here. So the 118, let's take a look, 22% in return. And so you can see it reached a 28.4% high. And then because of that trailing stop that I have on it, it closed down here towards the 22. It went down to negative 14% shortly after opening. So these here are less than 15%. It only got up to 18, so it closed, These trails, even though the trail is set at 5%, once it activates, there's still some movement in the price action as well as time in order to get the spread closed. So you're going to have some fluctuation. It's not always going to be at 5%, as you can see here. So this closed at 6.7% trail off of that high. All right, over here, 13. So let's say 14%. That was pretty good. This one was a bigger one. So I got a 28.8% return. It went all the way up to 34% on this particular Iron Fly. And then this one right here, 13.79%. So I'm getting pretty close. I'm averaging, I think my 15%, which is good, which is what I wanted to do. So overall, I am pretty happy with this. Now there are some things that I did change to my bot, and I'll show you those right here. First was the exit options. And that change was going from a 2.5% trail to a 5% trail. I think I mentioned that in the community. I just found that, from some early testing, if you have a side-by-side comparison of a 2.5% trail versus a 5% trail, the 5% trail just makes more money. So I just upgraded from a 2.5% to a 5%. So that was one thing that I changed in my exit options. Another thing that I changed is in the way that the bot is set up. So you can see it's very simple. I just have a trigger. It used to be, I think, a scanner and a monitor and a trigger. But now, based on some input that I received in the community from people who know how to make bots a lot better than I do, I think I've just distilled it down to this. And it's just one scanner that triggers every day at noon. So if you look at the scanner, the bot is going to see if it can open a new position. Before I had a not statement, like if the bot hasn't opened a position in the past so many market days, I realized that was redundant. It's not needed. I already have in my safeguards that a bot can only open one position. So I didn't need that not statement. I also had something in here that said it would only open if it was exactly noon. But because I'm only running this automation at noon, then that noon statement was also redundant. So I've just listed it here as a bot can open a new position. So it's a very simple bot. The exit options are here. Let's see. Oh, the other thing that I did add in the exit options, you can see right here is the expiration 2 hours before expiration. That way there's no risk of assignment and assignment fees. So I just wanted to make sure that was in there, and that's in the exit options. Again, you can change all that by just clicking on the spot input edit icon and then change what you need to. So if you look at the log, what you can see, since I changed it, it just opens, so there's just one automation that runs at noon every day. So before, it was running every 15 minutes. And that's why, I read somebody had posted that why not just put it in a trigger and it only has to run once per day. So that's a wonderful idea. And that's what I did. So I mentioned that I am keeping track of my weekly profits and losses using the home tab, or I'm sorry, using the community tab on YouTube. Obviously, my total positions are recorded here in my bot. So if you look over in the positions tab here on the left, you can go to trade log up here. And just for my live accounts, you can see this. And so you have all of your trades that are recorded here for all of my live bots. Now, this is helpful. If you want to keep track of your trades like this, it tells you your entries. You can click on it and you have a lot more information of what's going on with that trade. But every line is either an open or a close. But it doesn't tell you what you made here. It just tells you that you closed it and at what price you closed it at. Or if you open a position right here, it tells you what price you opened at. So I've been trading options for quite a while, and a couple of years ago, I made my own options trade log, and that's what I used to record all of my options. And this is what it used to look like. Okay, so this is just the template version. And so every line is a trade. So open and close all goes on the same line. You've got some slicers up here for filtering. It can handle, single spread or single options, straddles, stocks, spreads, these different kinds of spreads that we're doing, the iron fly. These are long butterflies, strangles. You put in your expiration, all of these different types of things that you need to record your trade. And then your total profit and loss will be calculated. And then you have some more metrics over here. Again, everything can be sorted by symbol, by month, by trade type, by direction, if you just want to look at long and short. Just a very brief summary up here. And then I also had a dashboard, a very simple dashboard right here where you enter in your starting capital, the profit that you want to make up here. And so it's just going to track it for you over the course of a calendar year. So this is my trade log that's free. And it's in Google Sheets. There's a link down in the description, and you can download this and you just click on, make a copy, and then you can edit as needed. Now, what I've done though is I've gone a step further and I've made a premium version of this trade log. And that's what I want to show you right here of how I'm keeping track of these iron fly trades in Tradier. So what I want to do first, before I show that, this is the trade that I haven't entered yet, and this is the one that I want to enter to show you how the trade log works. So this is an April 28th expiration iron fly. I opened it on the 21st. So 21st to the 28th. I opened it for 524, and it's centered at 412. So let's go and enter that into the trade log. Okay, so here's the trade log, and I've customized this to meet my trading strategy and to match my trading strategy. So I took off some of these slicers or these filters up here. I hid a lot of these columns that recorded, strangles and single options because I'm only doing iron flies for this trade log. So I just wanted to make it as simple as possible. So you just click over here and go to short, and then these are all the trade types you can enter. Iron fly, and this is SPY, and we entered on 421, and this was centered at 412. So that means my long put strike would have been 402. And I've also added in some formulas where I just have to enter one of these and the rest of them populate. It just makes it easier. And then 428 was the expiration. I entered one of them, and then my sell price or my open price was $5.24. Okay, so that is an open trade. And you can see over here that it's open, no profit and loss yet. I've also added in my fees. I'm just going to add that in right now because I already know what they're going to be. It's going to be 72 cents, as I mentioned earlier. And so once these two open trades close, I'll put in the close date. I'll put in the buy price, that is buy to close, and then it'll calculate my total profit. So, you've got just one slicer here because I'm only doing one direction, one trade type, one symbol. So I only want to sort by month if I wanted to see, this stuff up over here. So again, this was all already embedded in my free trade log that is on my channel. So what I've done then is I've created a premium version of this trade log. And the reason it's premium is because I've updated the dashboard. And so that's what this is here. Okay, so here is my new premium dashboard. And so there's going to be a lot more information on here than was in the previous one. So you enter in your year, and I'm going to make a separate video on how to use this dashboard. But right now you can select what month you're interested in. I've only started this in April, so I put in my starting capital, my desired return. I was originally going for 6% with a wheel strategy. This has far surpassed that. So I'm just going to enter 25%, and obviously we hit over it. Okay, so you do that for every month, and then it's going to track your profit and loss in blue, and it's going to compare it to whatever benchmark you want to enter. So in this case, I just entered SPY. And so it's just going to track that. You can see over here on your left the progress that I've made. I started with 2,200 in my TradeYear account, but I'm only giving the bot 2,000 to work with. And so I want to make $550. So far, I've made $829.80 for this ROI. My win rate, 9 wins, 1 loss. And then my average ROI, and we got all of these different metrics down here. My largest win, largest loss, my average win, average loss. Everything is going to be short positions. So I don't have any long positions here. And then the total fees. And then over here on the right, my top trade types and top tickers. But this is pretty simple because I'm only trading iron flies on SPY. So if you want this premium version, now this dashboard took me quite a while to make. And so I've locked all of the formulas on here because I think it would be really easy to break if someone just entered a wrong character in one of the formulas. So that's why, because it was so intricate, that's why I'm going to make this the premium version. You can still get everything else with the free version on my YouTube channel, but the premium version is for sale on my Etsy store. So that's right here on Etsy. It's just etsy.com/shop/trading5talents, all lowercase. But there's also a link down in the description. And so it's just right here, the premium stock and options trade log. So when you click on it, it's $20. It's just everything that I just showed you. So I just have sample data in there right now, and that's what's being listed or being shown right here. So if you use it for other options trade strategies, it's going to record all of that. You're going to receive a link after you purchase, and you can, there's some directions in there and you can see how to set it up. But if you're familiar with the free version, and I would recommend trying the free version if you like it and you like this dashboard better, then, upgrade if you want. But otherwise, the free version is going to have the same trade log just to track your trades. But this is there for people who want more, in-depth metrics to analyze their trading strategy. All right, finally, the last thing I wanted to show you in regards to recording my trades on my trade log using the option alpha iron fly strategy is my Trade5 app that I created, again, probably a couple of years ago now. I haven't posted too much about it recently, but because I'm starting to record my trades with a different account, different strategy, I thought I'd just go ahead and show you what this does. So here's my Trade5 app. The link is down in the description, and this is actually based on a subscription model through Patreon, and you can check it out if you want to. Otherwise, there's a 30-day free trial to see if you would like it. What you do here is basically a mobile trade log, and I created this because I wasn't always by my computer when I first started trading, and I still wanted to record my trades, so I knew how I was doing. And so if you just we'll enter that same trade that we did before. So you can choose between whatever accounts you want. You can select based on month. And so we're here in April, and then you have your top 5 and bottom 5 tickers, top 5 and bottom 5 trade types. You have some other stats such as the total trades that you've made and how much you're paying in fees. Down here at the bottom, open and close trades, your goals, cost basis if you're holding stocks as well. So if we just click on this add trade, so go to your account that you're wanting to enter the trade in. So TradeYear, this is a short iron fly, and the symbol is SPY. My open date was, I think this one was 4/21, and my long call was, this was centered around 4/13, I think. So 4/23, and then 4/13, 4/13, and my put strikes were 403, my long put. All right, the expiration was a week later, so that was the 28th. I only had one of these. My premium was $5.24, and I haven't closed it yet. So we don't put anything else in. And so you just add the trade, and it goes over here to your open trades, and you can see that right here. If you tap on it, you can edit it. All right, so if you have a closed trade, so for example, this one right here, it gives you this information. So you can see how much of the ROI, or what percent of the max profit you made, all of the information about this trade. You can also share it, share it on Twitter, share it with a text, share it wherever you want to, just to let people know how you did on that particular trade. Otherwise, it just accumulates all the totals here on the dashboard. So you have an easy way to see how you're doing just on your mobile device. Those things are available for you to use if you want to. I just wanted to mention them here because I'm starting to record a lot more trades because I'm getting a lot more live trades now, Option Alpha. So if you have any questions about anything I've gone over, Option Alpha, Iron Flies, trade logs, Trade 5 app, questions in general about trading, leave them down below, and I'll try to get back to them as quickly as possible. Until next time, trade wisely. Take care.